MicroStation Essentials, Modify Element. The Modify Element tool is a very helpful command that allows for the all-purpose modification of existing elements. It allows you to change the spatial properties of those elements. Among other things, Modify Element lets you move the endpoint of a line, modify rounded segments of complex elements, scale an arc while still maintaining its current sweep angle, scale a block by moving its vertex, including moving it across the opposite vertex. You can also change a circle's radius or the length of one axis of an ellipse. Finally, you can also change dimensions spatially. Let's see how Modify Element works inside MicroStation. First of all, you'll find the Modify Element tool on the main task. There is a separate Modify task which can be opened as a toolbox. The Modify command is the first command in the toolbox, called Modify. So Modify Element has very few tool settings. There are some extended tool settings for smart line modifications. Let's see how this works inside MicroStation with some regular elements. So first of all, you can use Modify Element to modify the endpoint of a line. You can make it longer or make it shorter. Using AccuDraw, you can actually do things a little bit more precisely. Here we're using the AccuDraw command called Smart Lock, or the Enter key on the keyboard. You can also use Modify to modify the endpoint of a line in a different direction. Modify also allows you to modify the arc element inside a complex chain. So here you can grab the arc and actually move it inside the complex chain. It allows you to modify the radius of a circle. It allows you to modify the vertex of a polygon. In this case, it's just a regular shape, so I can make the shape a little smaller or a little bit bigger. Notice how it does it proportionally. You can even go across the opposite vertex. It also allows you to take the endpoint of a arc and move it out so you can change the scale of the arc, the radius of the arc, or the actual angle or the position of that arc. Modify also works on dimensioned elements. Here you can take a dimensioned element and change its position by moving the dimension line to a new position, or you can actually take one of the extension lines and relocate it and redimension an object. You notice the dimension automatically updates here. You can also grab the dimension text and position it on the dimension line in a new location, allowing for rapid and easy modification of dimensions which sometimes overlap each other and are hard to get right the first time. So Modify Element, very general tool for modifying a wide variety of different element types. You'll find that it's a very nice tool for any type of modification. Generally, it's one of the very first tools you want to try out if you need to modify the spatial properties of an element, like the endpoint of a line, rounded segments of complex elements, scale an arc, scale a block, change a circle's radius, or change dimensions spatially.